Welcome back to another episode of the Greenhouse Gals with Buchwalter Greenhouse. My name is Tiffany.
And I'm Olivia.
So today we're going to be talking about early spring asparagus.
Yes.
For one, if you want a vegetable that you can grow that comes back every year.
Yes.
Have you grown asparagus before?
No, I haven't. My grandma has, and it's been good there. And she gives it to us, but it's interesting because I was like, oh, I want to grow that, but like you can't just grow it right away. Like it's a process or to eat it, like to harvest it. Because it doesn't grow to be eaten right away.
Not the first year.
Yes. So I haven't.
Yeah. So asparagus, you can get either bare root, which would look just like this, just like some sprawly little roots. All the little points that come to the top, that's called the crown. So if you get asparagus bare root, you would want the soil level to come up to the top of the tip of all those little points and bury the rest of it. So this would be a first year plant, and it'll sprout up, and you'll have these tiny little asparagus spears that they're really thin this first year, so you don't even harvest them the first year.
Right.
Usually you want them to get to be about the size of at least a pencil. If you think about how thick a pencil is before you start harvesting them.
Yeah.
So your first year is really just the investment of getting it all started. They're not very expensive. They're about $1 a piece for a start.
Yeah.
Usually you want to plant them, like a foot apart or so. But you have to pick a spot that they're going to be there. And as they grow, they're going to get more and more of the spears that will come up. And these spears, when you don't harvest them, they will open up to this really fluffy, ferny top. And expect your, like, width-wise. We had a really nice row, like it was 50 feet long. Yeah. We had it for many years. And it was a good 3 feet wide when it was fully mature. So, I mean, it's not a huge amount of space, but it's still sizable. 50 feet was a lot.
Yes.
For our family.
Yes.
But we had enough that we could freeze it.
Yeah.
And enjoy it and give some away. And
yeah, very good.
But we had to get rid of it because we built some greenhouses in that spot.
Okay.
So I need to start a new one.
Yes.
So I'm in the same boat as you where I need to start a new bed.
Yeah, and you got to like pick a spot because like it's going to be there like forever. So it's special about asparagus that it does last like many years, but you want to find a spot and keep it there. It's not movable.
Yes. So one thing to keep in mind, it does help that if it's an area that is well draining, because they don't like to be really overly wet, they will start to rot.
Yeah.
And then that's the biggest thing. I mean, if it's a brand new spot, add compost, improve it that way. So.
Yeah. Okay. So then when do you plant them? Like, when can we get it out in the ground?
So when you're planting your bare root asparagus, where there's nothing on it, nothing's sprouted yet, you can plant that. Earliest I would say would be the end of March. April would be ideal as well. You don't really want to put it in too early. Yeah. Much earlier than that. You want the ground to start to warm up a little bit so that way it doesn't just sit there and rot the first year. If you're planting ones that are already sprouted like this, these are very susceptible to frost. And it would kill it all the way off. Yeah. So anything sprouted, you're going to want to wait to actually put it in the ground. I would say towards the end of April, going into the beginning of May, so you don't lose your plant entirely.
Yeah. All right. Very good. So yeah, that's asparagus. You can grow them from seeds, but we have the bare root crowns here. So get those.
Yeah, seeds will take a lot longer.
Yeah. True. So pick your spot, make sure it's sunny, somewhere you can make it stay. You're not going to move asparagus. You want to let it grow. Don't harvest it the first year, but let it go to that fern. And then in the years to come, then you can harvest it once it gets that pencil size. And that's pretty much about asparagus. It'll take care of itself.
Just help to feed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, feed it once a year.
Yeah. Okay. And water in the beginning. Or do you
Water
need
if
to
it's dry.
Yeah.
I mean, usually spring's pretty wet, so you shouldn't have to invest a lot with watering.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it in a raised bed, that tends to drain a little too fast, then you might have to water more there.
Yeah.
But usually you get a good crop by the 3rd year.
Yes.
First year, it kind of follows perennials, where the first year it's not anything much. The second year is like, oh, okay, this is starting to look good, and then your 3rd year, it's like, wow, this is
You're gonna
great.
get a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just be patient with it, and it'll be a solid, good crop for you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us on the Greenhouse Gals. We'll see you next time.